Right. I mean, they fought back. There's no doubt about that, the Marlins. And I think that, the way they fought back, they deserved to win that game, and they pulled that off. But I think if the Dodgers will look back at, did we have opportunities really to put them away? They did. I think they did early in the game. Over the course of the game, when you are 1 for 10, you had some opportunities to runners in scoring position and knock them in. And you really just couldn't get that final blow. I think you got some blows there and you got some runs there that you were able, but they were still close enough to try to come back there.
Well, the Dodgers started off this 10-game road trip, season-high 10-game road trip with the most used bullpen in all of Major League Baseball, Nomar. And we're halfway through this 10-game road trip, and you can see they are absolutely taxed in that bullpen. So they call up J.P. Fireisen today, a guy that they claimed off of waivers 5 days ago, and he was not able to get the outs that they needed there in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Yeah, and it is. Listen, it's a tough situation to come in. I mean, here you're coming in, and obviously there's the ghost runner at second base that they end up putting on there. And, because it's the extra innings, and your team also doesn't score in the inning before. So you're going, okay, I really got to keep that in there. And not only that, they intentionally walk, try to keep the double play. So you have a lot going on. You're like, man, I just got to try to make a pitch. Maybe I can get that ground ball. Maybe I get the double play. They hit the ball hard. So that's just a tough situation. But I think, as you mentioned, the Dodgers right now, they're looking for arms right now. We know the bullpen has been taxed. And once again, right now, they are just increasing the amount of innings in their lead in Major League Baseball as far as work is concerned.
Yeah, it is concerning. I mean, let's make no mistake about it. We're not even in June yet. We just started the month of May, and this bullpen is taxed. And really, for JP, it's a tough situation to come in. And I think that's the issue. We were failed to score with that ghost runner on second base at the top of the 10th inning. You got to find a way to get that run across, at least get one run, so you can have some sort of defense in the bottom of the 10th inning. But once we didn't score, they're just working on one run. And again, what's just a tough situation for him to be in. So back to the bullpen. We got to figure out a way to get guys to pitch deeper in the ball games. I know Tony pitched well tonight. I was hoping he'd give us 6, maybe 7, especially the way he pitched against the Marlins his very first outing. That didn't happen. But again, we got to get this rested for the bullpen. Got to get these guys rested because it's a long, long season, a long grind.
Yeah. All right, Dodgers fall in Miami in extra innings. Let's head back to the booth. Check in one final time with Steven Nelson and Eric Karros.
Well, the Marlins return the favor on the Dodgers. The Dodgers did it to them in L.A. The Marlins do it here in Miami, a walk-off win in extras.
Yeah, I mean, you got to credit the Marlins. They kept battling, had some opportunities, made the most of it. The Dodgers, after going 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position, they followed it up, going 0 for 8. Just weren't able to capitalize. Offense, obviously, a little bit lacking. After the first 4 hitters tonight, there was only 1 hit the entire game. So, offensively, a little lackluster.
So you keep an eye on a couple markers as that game was moving along. The Dodgers hit 2 home runs. When they hit at least 2 home runs in a game, entering tonight, they were 16-4. The other marker is the number of strikeouts. When they strike out at least 10 times, they are now 5-10. So they did both, and ultimately it was the strikeout marker that told the story at the very end. But tomorrow, still a chance to win this series.
Yeah, still a chance. Dodgers come out. Mookie Betts will be back in the lineup offensively, get going. It's one of those things, like I said, it just didn't click tonight with runners in scoring position. It's going to happen. Dodgers aren't going to win every ball game. There were some good things. Gonsolin, 5 innings, went out, struck out 8 guys. We'll look for Landon Knack to set the tone tomorrow.
Landon Knack will pitch. We don't know yet if there'll be an opener from him. But either way, a chance for the Dodgers to win a 4th straight series.
Carl's Jr. moments of the game. And at the time, Nomar, we thought this might be the play of the game. Bottom of the 8th, bases loaded, 1 out. Anthony Banda is in a mess, but he gets out of it with a double play ball.
I mean, this was huge right here. Nice play by Max Muncy, because this was a rocket at the hot corner. Makes a play, fires it home. Great job by Will Smith on the transition to get the out at first base. You look for momentum shifts. This was definitely one built on the Dodgers side, and you're thinking, okay, the Dodgers can be able to pull this out. Just unlucky.
All right, Dodgers walked off in Miami 5-4 the final. Let's go back to Lone Depot Park and hear from Shohei Ohtani with Kirsten and the media.
Shohei, ahead of the game, we obviously heard the news of Teoscar going on the IL. Just when you are in the position of looking to kind of put more runs on the board when you are without a guy who has been such an RBI producer, do you feel there's more pressure just with your at-bats? And we saw the home run. What are you feeling in those moments with that news?
怪我の影響でちょっと自身にプレッシャーかかるっていう感じはしますか？
もちろん全員が最後まで怪我なくできればそれに越したことはないですよ。必ず長いシーズンなので、抜ける時っていうのは、短いのか長いのか別としてそういう時は来ると思うので、そういう意味ではやっぱり今日もなんとか勝ちたかったですけど、最後はいう形になってしまって、もう少し早めに 攻めながら点数を取っていければまたちょっと違ったのかなとは思います。
In an ideal situations, we never want to be put on the IL, but it's a long season, so it's part of the game. Whether that be a short stint or a long stint, it's something that we can't really control. In terms of today's game, if we added a little bit more runs here and there, I think it would have things would have turned more favorably for us.
What has been better about your swing this week, and does hitting a home run like that in the sixth just kind of show you that it's in a good spot?
スイングはどういう感覚で、どう解説されているんですか？
もう基本的にバランスよく立って、あとはもう自分の体に任せていくっていうのが理想の形ではあるので、もちろんそういう打席が毎回多いわけではないですし、そこでシチュエーションによって例えばセンターに狙うのか引っ張るのか、そういう工夫次第でこうヒットの確率というのは上がるのかなと思ってます。
Right now, I feel pretty balanced overall, and I let the body take over. And the only adjustment that I'm doing right now is whether I hit it to center field or pull or go the other way.
At least there's this. The Dodgers had 14 strikeouts tonight. You can celebrate tomorrow by going to Jack in the Box. Get a free Jumbo Jack with the purchase of a large drink only at LA area restaurants. Today, Tony Gonsolin, he carried the load. He had 8 strikeouts and covered that 7 number all by himself. Dodgers lose, though, 5-4 in Miami. Let's head back to Lone Depot Park and hear from Tony Gonsolin with Kirsten and the media.
Tony, we look at how you started this game, just kind of with that efficiency. It seemed like things kind of, maybe second time through the order, they were able to get to you. What did you find, just whether a difference of approach from them or from you? What was either missing or what they were doing well?
I felt like I just threw too many balls. Kind of started there in the third and then continued into the fourth and then obviously into the fifth. But overall, I thought it was pretty solid. I thought I executed some pitches when I needed to, and they didn't take any at-bats off, and it showed.
Considering this is only your second start back off the IL, do you find that you're still kind of looking for that routine rhythm, just back facing big league hitters?
Yeah, for the most part. It feels good to be back out there, and I'm going to take some time to get used to doing it every 6th, 5th, 7th, whatever the day is, and I think I'm on a good track for that.
What happened on that sequence with the ball strike call at the end of the 5th?
Yeah, I thought I executed a good heater there, and could have swore I heard him say strike, but then he just kind of froze, and the batter froze as well, and was just kind of confused. But I guess he yelled ball. I don't know. Looked back on it, it was a ball, so it is what it is.
What explanation did he give you? Just that he called it a ball initially?
Yeah, he just said he yelled ball. I don't know. That's what I heard him say, and it's all right. It happens.
Jerry, for the 4th time already this young season, we've seen Andy Pages make an incredible catch leaping at the wall. This time he turned it into a double play.
I just love his athleticism and also his arm. Look at this on a line. Throwing over there, Freddie Freeman. We're going to take another look at it once again off the bat. The distance covered, a lot of distance, 78 feet, a lot of range. But not only the range, the ability to find the wall, know exactly where he's at, find the wall, and then catch it at its highest point. Look at the athleticism. We see athleticism all the time in the NBA with dunks. How about Pages? But unlike the NBA, Pages has an arm to show off. One more look at it right there. Catches the ball, and the presence of mind to whirl and twirl and throw a seed to Freddie Freeman. The concentration, just an incredible athlete right there. Even with eyes closed, too. You know what? He makes it even harder. Close his eyes while he's catching the ball and throw that seed to Fab Five Freddie.
It's different than looking at the wall and hoping to catch it and everything that the EK talked about from the Marlins the other day. So that was a little bit different. But he stayed with it great.
Yeah.
And I mean, that arm of Andy Pages, accurate and strong.
Yes. We talked on the pregame show how much Shohei Ohtani loves to play there in Miami. Says it's one of his favorite ballparks. Clearly, Nomar, Freddie Freeman loves swinging the bat there as well. But actually, the last 11 games, he's been scorching hot, hitting about 450 during this 11-game hitting streak, 4 homers, 14 RBIs.
You know, we remember last year we were talking to Freddie Freeman. He's like, man, I still really haven't found my swing that I really feel good about. Well, I don't know if he's saying that right now because it looks like it's there because it's been so consistent. He's squaring the ball up. He's not just getting base hits. He's driving the ball to all fields, but he's also driving it out of the park too as well. And he just looks like he's balanced. He looks like he's locked in. He looks really good. So Freddie Freeman-ish. It really is. Last year when he was talking about it, we were like, really? You're not feeling that well and you're still doing what you're doing? But, man, he looks great.
What is it about the number 5? Usually guys that wear 5, Joe DiMaggio, Corey Seager, Freddie Freeman, they just rake.
So true.
Nomar Garciaparra? Yeah, saw you left that out. He was pretty good. Jerry, you should look up back of his baseball card, as they say.
I
372 1 year?
Yeah, I played for the shows back in the day. He used to kick dirt while he was rounding the bases.
Rounding the bases,
for home runs. I remember.
All right, with 10 games in 10 days, we know the Dodgers, boy, they need a fresh arm tomorrow, maybe 2 or 3. But Landon Knack is the guy they're going to turn to really in a bulk type of role. We're not sure if he's going to start or if there's going to be an opener, but Nomar, the Dodgers are going to need to get some innings out of Landon Knack tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a heavy sigh there because you're going need somebody to try to give some relief to the relievers.
Yeah.
Because they have been really asked to do an awful lot already this season. So need somebody to kind of pitch a lot of those innings, and you hope that you get a guy that's in AAA come up and be able to do the job. That's a tall ask for somebody to come up and say, okay, we need you to pitch deep into the ballgame.
It is, but here's the thing. This is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Another opportunity for Landon Knack. He worked hard this offseason. Hopefully he takes advantage of it. And I'm going to say it right now, John. Tomorrow is a must win. You got to win the series there in Miami. Have to.
You're not wrong. I don't say that too often.